I want you to look up how many nonprofits exist in the USA, because we should all be horrified to acknowledge that there are millions of nonprofits and there has been trillions of dollars passed through organizations. And we should do some math and realize that if even half of those organizations were effective, we wouldn't have homeless people, trafficked children, poverty, veterans who need assistance, children who are exploited. We wouldn't have the problems. Like, we wouldn't have potholes if even a third of these organizations were doing what they said they're doing. I want you to look that up. This is part 3 of how to identify corrupt organizations, because I agree that the overwhelming majority of them are not doing what they say they're doing. I just want you to keep that in mind when you evaluate the world of combating trafficking and exploitation, because this realm has specifically been the one I've found the most corrupt organizations in. And yes, it's also been my focus, therefore I'm likely to find out the most things about this particular realm compared to other realms. However, if you look up the amount of organizations that call themselves anti-trafficking or something about protecting children or save the children related, and you see how little has been done to protect children in our country, how many problems still exist, and yet how much money has been raised. I just want you to chew on that. That's called exploiting the problem, which in my opinion makes you part of the problem. Now, I'm not asking you to agree with me, but I am challenging you to prove me wrong. I want y'all in the comments to tell me, what are some organizations that are actually making a difference when it comes to protecting children from exploitation or trafficking, which is a much more severe form of exploitation. Name them in the comments. Who is actually helping? Of all the nonprofits that exist, name the ones that are actually making a meaningful impact. And before you just start naming the pretty ones, I want you to quantify the impact for me. I'm not asking you for analytics. I'm saying, explain to me what they're doing, how they're helping. Do they have a pretty website that says pretty things? Or are they actually helping? Tell me how and who they are.